authority no echo funny pabi no mobile paramedics. They may not have the requisite.
But if you are not paramedics, no monsa no ejumana na omomo will be needed in a particular sector.
So why is the Ghana Health Service not being the one to employ them? And it has to take the National Youth Agency to do the recruitment. And at the end of the day, you may not look at the peculiar qualifications and then your friend is saying skills.
Okay. So
that you can put them there. You will go and recruit people for security agencies. The kind of things the police will do, and the police, the army will do, particularly if you have to go through the military, your friend saying, selection processes. Sometimes some of the people will go for medicals for more than 2 months. No much check away, no much check away, no much check away, to be sure that you are fit to go to the training. Now say, okay, training na bibi enko how. All these things, you don't do them. So yes, employment, but I'm wondering, now you are going to employ people. Now see, you are going to send them to businesses so that they can go and learn entrepreneurship and what have you. If you give the opportunity to those agencies, they will recruit so that they can empower them. Why do you think that it must come from an institution that like the National Youth Employment Agency? That said and done, every job be job, as they will say in the Azuma Nelson advert. Every painting be painting. But in this particular instance, it is hope say nipa na ye baba fano, they will not be earning the allowances as was done under NAPCO. So okay, NAPCO, everybody was paid 700 Ghana cedis. Even the 700, yeah, now almost 700 Ghana cedis. No, almost 699 minus 1 cedi. Obaka said, minus 1 cedi. But we are talking about 1 cedi times 100,000 people.
One never 1 cedi.
And no, me baby sano. 1 cedi times 100,000 people is 100,000 a month. In a year, somebody somewhere got 1.2 million Ghana cedis for no job done. Yeah, titi obi 1 cedi, 1 cedi. Yati 1 cedi, ni yati me 1 cedi. At the end of the day, 4 cedis no matter no ya. So my point is that Dr. Inyash, who was the head of the NAPCO, should tell us who was taking the 1 cedi, 1 cedi.
But NAPCO is totally different from YEA.
I'm saying that I just hope that they are not going to give them the same type of jobs. In fact, some of the YEA models are getting less paid than 700 Ghana cedis. Some of the models and some of the people that are employed are getting less. So it is important, say, look, if we want to do proper recruitment in the security agencies, give them clearance. No, Mukoye. If you want to do for nursing, give the Minister of Health clearance so that they can go out there and source for the appropriate persons that are qualified. Employment is good, but I'm just skeptical that this is one of the areas where jobs for the boys and party faithfuls will be done.
Lawyer, boys and party faithfuls, no more Ghanaians, sana. Still, yet unemployment rate in this one.
Well, obviously, when you say party faithfuls, no, but also change. But maybe I think, say, in my opinion, no, YEA rather should have been the point of support, i.e., giving them the needed materials to go and work.
And yeah, you man the benefit of the doubt in the brofono. Oh, the tree no be to me a can't.
Na anka wasa training no anasan tete ya for money dia me madwene mu no ka ya technical schools no and vocational schools
no. Okay.
Na anka wo mu na ka nya training si ma because most of them are going to be mainly wo mu e be colleges we be one secondary school na se be that's what I said. It will be a person who science and human do I will be a new opportunity to go to vocational school be na technical school because what does that man do ya na ka ho no mum ye training na wie na waba no na why you see yenso ye de na say wo wie ba ye support with the needed materials wo akosua organizing ba je be a tools about the start waduma wo awusua like straighting I mean ma bia wo here to start your job no na enko ba say wo sua wie na mo wie wo tifie
say bia na vocational MVTI for ne de no ye more formal certificate sem but you said the academia na JSS the we JSS no results need to mean for fasa MVTI system.
Most of them can go. What's that one you will send your proficiency, your grade 1, your grade 2, and then I mean all more levels be and that into obia baby and obedient free and they could do baby. So what I say. So because book to just proficiency in Pukeka. I think that and the lowest also among them. So being put me and Nkanko keke. Now when you know, yeah, every two baby cannot be on shop or the ball. Say, maybe we a cuisine fitting. MVTI. Me and me proficiency necessary certificate you can go on shop okay.
Okay.
Doesn't it confirm that be any part or be at the back end? It's important. What I say because in prepare I never put a D in say. Young artisans no be kwa ye trade na wi. But ya adansi di a say wo say trade nani ho. But osha so e ba se bi o tena bro ni mpo se wo pew se bra no nya dwuma. O hia bi a di adansi am passa sa di wire.
Okay.
So what
fancy
Bibisa. Na adansi ni certificate no. Enti se nipa no won san adwuma no all right. Wo de car no ma ye ho adwuma, wo de tie no ma tu asesa no. But yenya dance bi be kire say. I said training what you from we ampa ama na certificate ni kita no. Na wo de back ni nim ye na wo akokosua no. Ebeboa. Nanka event why ye ni nyina ho say mo de mu fra ba mu na aban ma musika. Eti mo no me wie no me ni sika me de koto me ni ma na de afiri me ma na se. If you win training now, like a medium be to apply to the YE to get the needed assistance and the materials to be able to work with. Sign also okay. But say more scientific training bits now. Then my next question is woman who are called through the other vocational levels now almost every year. Yeah. We are how do they also start up? And now woman on their own. So what I say? It can imagine money is a good step. But said I was more be up a portal a month for and register. The portal should have been rather to be assisting those who have gotten the training from these vocational schools.
Okay.
So that's it. Name when you say mumu na mobile training na san be e more. No.
Medase. Honorable.
Yeah, medase. Na emse me akasa from okasa to say the understanding of the whole concept is a bit skewed. But benya da your friends akwanya die ma mechirem na amafo atiase ya em se empempi ya na obi adwen se o ya broni dwuma na abrofo dwuma na aya na ye because enye current se PD obi a pese anka osori a no abota no washatare kama ye azel friend saying abetat na dwuma nanka ye tua oka
na zima manzo ashe he
and on your friends saying
why
Nazima manzo ashe
he Zinails
nanka why say ya ashe pese na go betras enye da bia na ye nyina benya sa opportunity no but ya there enkwala bi wo ho ana say nipa bi wo ho no mu a omo nim nyansa bi omo wo sam achede bi frere ho a ne sa yorebe ne sa beka bia na eye adwuma akase be polish ne ketuwa bi na say be te ho kakra bi na ode abɔ ne bra.
Okay.
I know now why FSCC or ye. Say artisanal jobs now has got to do with one more on person who see you and say one person or bosses. Me amejuma, we the media. Back on a year, dear, we media. And to your name, no can say ye be portal no. Young girl, young woman, young lady, young boy, young man, and I say a youth be a say. Opese wusua adwuma ye say ko na koko apply for
opese wusua adwuma na wo pe adwuma
opese wusua adwuma ensa no adwuma in fact you be training in about 10 disciplines ye hwe hairdressing, beauty care, carpentry, glazing za wo ye window yi POP adwuma ye auto works, electricals, plumbing sa nyoma wenu nyina ye hwe na ye training wo wie a you have my startup capital and as a startup tools would be akwaye wadwuma say na fita na abesua na say POP na abesua nyoma ese ye hyehema wa would be akobɔ ho adwa na ye de ama na de akwa start wadwuma ye enye why enye training agency why enye school me correct me nu kuma kakra by all means training institutions and edi we be show say on be say adwuma no why you need any facility be between for the 20,000 say mo nyina mo megua na me nkyere made but ye according to the various districts in the constituencies and also municipalities in omo Ghana ha any metropolitan areas no. Now good register baby a will be no we have a training point there we call mo akwakoji with training na ne de we mu nyina akra ne se nipa bi won no usua adwuma wi afi na kasa wo benya adwuma na kasa ye se ba sua carpentry awi mede na metumi akwakoya konwa metisu ya mo bi akwakoto and what we are going to do and as what YE is going to do thereafter and so be create portal the artisans nyina be guso na ye be circulate so wide say obi a wo Ghana ha bia say wo pe plumber e hu hia so ba ko jira kwa ho akwa say obi the notice board akobo ba bia o ko portal no so na say o ko hwe district awo area awo na say wo hwehwe plumber you get a plumber from your district to come and work for you within a matter of minutes na free baby I wanna be do free and this is what we are going to do yeah nya ne sa so tra na nya ho yes training me on we are ye be entrepreneurship and business management training aka ho se be anipa na what me we adwuma no sua no na ode bo na ho bra no onim some small business management we are keeping of his accounts, ensuring that the income and expenditure is well calculated and everything, you know, obehunu sa basic training, you know. And this is something that will be included in the whole program. Ebeboa won mo ba besua ade no. Na ne de kra ne say eto bia odi BBC beto no mo a obehunu na mema na America adim akwakoja ema no. Enti omo make it conscious effort to block a certain number for women. For say 20,000. Say kasi ye chimpe kra na be say 10,000. Na asem kan me kasi block 10,000 mama but say 10,000 say block say 10,000 we say man efa. Na after 10,000 we say kosa age we. Is a conscious effort to ensure say ye even distribution of this collective exercise. Court district one mo akwa boa enkwala na wo no. Mestre say obi a wo Ghana babunu bi a wo Ghana we anya MPP NDC. Omon ka say ye deport ane kwa 2 MPP for kwa platform so ana de kwa koja DC bi ana party chairman bi ye say ye bi portal ane ne say we obi a utimi na so person oni wa wadwuma in the future Ghana ban MPP aban President Kufuor aban say ne nko a ko na kokko apply men tra on che because wo cha nipa e pen doso wanye careful a obekodo na ye ma e de many wo anka metiwo se CA meko support an so na makwa apply na hwe say between enya akonya ama ya family makwa ko esa training ana sadie we ya so ko achi a ukotogo a that is how they use to as we train all their youth in artisanal different works say omo bo ma no no ma kire won but the first to go economy no esua ana say omo dwumaye no ewo fomunti no a lot of them at 250 aba Ghana ha and then you embrace you see there opo bi ototal aba ko fatogoni and apo bi oye a friend the POP obe to they are the best and papa ka say they are the best enti ye ba be start sadi wa ha e be bru to go for the so because we are bringing in experts one more wonnim adwuma na no mote ase pa to come and do this training and I have that hope so once my YE is chief executive has commenced such a very laudable programmer opese odi peja Ghana mebunu edekosro no I want them to see it as adebia a very very important among mfeni agro na omoma yemfenya adwuma.
Thank you. Yeah, farmer phone so said you move fa ho we odoy what my Facebook live na bisha for making can free and say NDC is one of the biggest problems facing Ghana today and they want to come back and destroy everything that the NPP has built for 7 years, never again. DJ Omale and Wayosi go so John Mahama and his NDC can never be the option for Ghana, but the way and manner the NPP leadership is acting, it seems NPP has missed NDC or wish that the NDC comes back to power.
I do this hairdressing, beauty care, carpentry, glazing, POP works.
Positive change, Medina. We were warned in 2016 that if Bawumia and Nana Addo become the president of this great nation, we will learn a better lesson and will fight for our second independence. And this prophecy has come to pass. It is very sad how Bawumia has rendered everybody very hopeless in this country. Vote for change come December 7, 2024. Co-Mensa Pillar 2, Dom Kwabenya constituency. If you vote for NDC, you vote for doom. So let's say no to them. Anyway, okay. Piaga, good morning, yeah. So NDC wants us to believe them, but they are not different. Achema Safo, he's only asking. Musa Abato, former President Mahama has intimated his building Ghana policy, which will transform Ghana and turn the economy around, 24/7 economy, which cashew marketing board and processing plant will be established to boost cashew production. However, government is confused, hence promising 1 trillion Ghana cedis economy, which won't address the problem of the suffering masses. Abladefie Kuma, it will shock me if NPP gets 30% of the votes in the general elections next year. What has come of the government? Everyone just looted whatever they lay their eyes on, like they are on looting competition. NPP government party, never again. Lie. Lifetimer. Okay, lifetimer. Udeni personal mehoye. Correct cause Zakaria Sunyane. I've had the perusal end-to-end encryption to the 2024 budget. It was empty, uninspiring, and the most unimaginable in Kunim budget. This they've stated blatantly at Ghanaians because Nanado said they have failed. Now that Ghanaians are going to elect President Mahama as a new leader to take us from their mess they've created sanitary pads. Mahama was given free to SHS students. Yeah, Papa. Crispo from Fufo. So NDC thinks that lies, propaganda, and press conferences can bring them back to power 2024. We live to see. Linda Che. Sister, I tell them to allow my MP to express himself. We please Kalu King all the way, sir. You Kwako Ibo NPP dear Egupoto.
Yeah, I'll keep repeating, man.
Makai Mr. Moma mi komeni kakra. Moma mi komeni na ebi wo ha. Ruth Adekye. Oh, Ruth Adekye wo bua oba besrade. Omo scam for na omo social media ne so na omo dada nkrofo no.
Social media.
Jomo Pokuase Festus, my position over the years with regard to campaign messages hasn't changed. Fact is, the era where politicians wore the vulnerable with great oratory skills and fat promises should be thrown into the Marines. It's about time we gave chance to visionary leadership for a far better Ghana. We can't do the same thing over and over again, yet expect a different result. Let's vote wisely. And that's Pokuase, Jomo from Pokuase Festus. Michael Ampadu, emotion, watching live from Bristol. Good initiative by the YE. Also, the decision by the NPP to forfeit membership of our able former NPP members is in the right direction. Okay. Mad Lion, Afuhidiemu. Ghanaians know NDC has nothing new to offer us when it comes to the economy. Anytime they are in power, the economy collapses without any external shocks. Not to talk about how they would have fared in the face of devastating impacts of COVID-19, amongst others. Ewa, ATS Swati. Akwesua Pokuajima says another election promise and it won't work. Shame on the NPP. Odogu Quaver, Ghanaians need a measure to save this country. And then Erama, Sister Ya, good morning. Kindly remind Honorable Pokuajima Menu, the Health Minister, and the Finance Ministry that 2020 batch of trained nurses and midwives are still home and jobless. Thank you. Okay. May I sure say, one ati. Afi.
MPP almost your
2020.
We are for
3 years.
Kai obi comment on the buy. Honorable Carlos Ahemkrati Nkray. Maxwell Etia. Maxwell Etia Nodjira, Asuomu Youth President. My dear, tell Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahemkra that Asuom also needs an astroturf.
Okay.
So if he has finished with Tema West, we are appealing to him to start one at Asuom.
But Asuom form passing off the enemy. Tema West.
Lawyer.
I said no to say.
Osutie. One bena Honorable Irabutie. Mago say, tell the men not to worry you today because you are not feeling well at all. Thank you, Mago. I saw the count say, and then they should take me to Roma Hospital.
Now, Mago, do you know the kind of sickness she has?
She doesn't need to know that kind of sickness.
Should I say, Mago?
Doctor.
It is for future expansion.
Diabolics for Moody Free Carlos also they buy me. So Carlos them will me yadi or the very diabolics.
But
it's that sickness.
Lawyer,
it's a health.
yes, your budget no kakra supporting the budget. Workshop if omukoye wo budget so na Honorable Carlos Ekano assemble ku pie wo minister finance minister say embassy be fie for ensusu ya ene hyehye ebeboa ama budget na tumi adimu na ya adwuma na omo emfa emra and a Catholic Bishop Conference so say o minor kasada baya beseko chese Fourth Republic ifo ikra idea abai bia no awahye da manage economy ni enuti na awie ende
Yankani mi no mo.
Yes sir. What you say?
Budget.
Ani.
Okay. So I'll pick certain things beyond our budgeting.
All right.
In as much as a minister, I call it for we first of all need to know some of the things that he cited in the budget. What they did kind of make one somewhere. Finance minister say, I mean, Penny continue. It's a very meeting. But say we have created over 2.3 million jobs in private and public sectors of reality. A brother working kind of a year or minor yen a come upon some. And what they say, I me too, just say, not by no hour or year or my foot to some for a bit. I could not be permanent. A free 2017 by permanent. One create a new man over 2.3 million jobs. And we create both and diemu and the abide diemu. Yeah, maybe show a market open when we say abide we own. A band no crop pie, don't know crap, woman can be.
Finance minister dear futu ya bay and so as a wee in the futu neti.
Never to me yes in change and send you our cannon and a cra. I will say about.
I see.
Mamma found in French them. We are September 2000. September 10th, 2020. And we have created over 2 million jobs in our first term. That is from 2017 to 2020. And we created over 2 million jobs. According to the Nabi at that time, and they were NBP national organizer. And the source of this is from City Newsroom. This is Honorable Bright Rakumbrobi, Deputy Minister, Employment and Labor Relations. We dated 9th of June 2021. 9th June, Wednesday, 9th June 2021 from Ghana Web. Or say 3.8 million jobs created under Akufo-Addo's government, the minister designate. Papa Edison Semutu 2021, Brian now become a so as deputy minister. Not so much created 3.8 million jobs, 3.8. Then I be someone created over 2 million. In their first term, 2021, Deputy Employment Minister created 3.8 million jobs. This is from the minister himself, where Business and Financial Times Online. A year Employment Minister over 3 million jobs created in Akufo-Addo's first term. Over 3 million jobs. Over 3 million in the first term. And Nabi said over 2 million in the first term. Employment Minister say over 3 million in the first term. Deputy Employment Minister say 3.8 million jobs. And he created. Finance Minister in 2023 see he created 2.3 million. Now let's go to the Vice President, Dr. Baumia. Honestly,
breakdown.
NP na so make anya hu sam de mu kan na enya na kore o za bega break down what the yanku the vice president is talking now. NPP government has created over 2 million jobs dated 13th April 2020. The vice president is the one talking.
Okay.
13th April 2020. Dr. Bawumia said we created over 2 million jobs. Now, the same Dr. Bawumia our count over 2 million jobs. Now listen to him again. Dr. Bawumia in 2023, the Osaka ending, this is dated 27th April 2023, was saying Bawumia provides data on the 2 million jobs created by the NPP government. 2023. So now, you the same person in 2020, was who are creating over 2 million. 2020, 3 years after, also provided data to confirm 2 million jobs. Which is which? So the point I want to make here is that having given you all these data and these contradicting figures are Nanabia Akan, Deputy Employment Minister Akan, Employment Minister Akan, Finance Minister Akan, Vice President Akan said, abiding and team created Mabia. Because what make creating jobs, you should be able to tell us how many jobs you have created. Your figures should never contradict. Your figures. I do not want to create here. One out so any indiscipline I can also create. Aban wa tese na mu nipa na eka dwuma makriti national organizer entimi ma correct figure a finance minister entimi ma correct figure employment minister na mu no tie ko so na ya aban apade ene won sam so also afo no so figure o de ba so and vice president is on a different tangent altogether. When dey na no correct and now also 2 million Adekye 2.3 Adekye 3.8 Adekye 2 point something, which is which
lawyer ne krakra ne saying so I create your say new chapter na new page.
No,
can we forge ahead?
No, we can't forge ahead because it is part of the statement that you gave to Parliament on the budget.
Okay.
2023 budget, 2024 budget na all kind na ben and send and now to train me no. And name was some of the cost no. Was about na create over 2.3 million jobs. But I'm citing their own people and telling you said someone can get because about the sign about emu for agriculture. I ban crown no we need for na echo. Now so mun nyam figures about obi able to be an entirely. Why can't 2.3 which is which? Revenue. He also spoke about the revenue. Now revenue, this government, they are not serious.